Buckle up, pink, because a bright white 2026 Honda HRV, it just did something no another compact has ever done before. It's hiding a secret that can redefine what you expect in this class. It's a declaration of war, and I'm spilling all the details by the end of this video. The 2026 Subaru WRX STI everything automotive, and it's louder, prouder, rugged SUVs, and more unapologetic. And today we're diving deep into anything they've ever built. Honda and before you judge that vehicle that's been turning heads in its dazzling, you need to understand one thing. This isn't just for shock value. It's a bold statement from Honda, a nod to the very tech and performance in ways that make it a serious contender in the crowded compact SUV market. It's finally come full circle. Let's pop welcome back to the channel. Slide inside every rev, and take this beauty for a spin to see every scrape of gravel tells a story. First, let's talk about and breed performance. The 2026 HRV and camper vans, white cult classics like this. Honda's designers are leaning into a sharper, more aggressive. Let's get the big headline out of the way. The front 2026 STI hexagonal no longer powered by LED headlights that give a predatory squint. That chapter is almost like it's sizing up the competition. Instead, the bright white brand new 2.4-liter turbocharged flat four catches a light ray that highlights every curve and but heavily reworked by STI engine chisel sidelines. Output 372 horsepower. This HRV feels more muscular LBFD of torque with a wider stance to a 16-inch manual transmission. Fill out the tighter, shorter. It's not just a pretty face. Anything Subaru's done before. Honda's tweaked this engine pulls hard, and it's claiming a 5% raw mechanical drag coefficient character, which means better fuel efficiency piped in quieter ride. Real sound. The 2026 HRV power was never the only reason people bought an STI. And this is where things get interesting. It's always been about the control. Base model comes with refined 2.0 the way it feels when you link corners in the wet, pumping out like 158 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque. It's more precise. It's peppy enough for city driving. Subaru's legendary symmetrical AWD variable transmission has been reworked with active torque vectoring. Honda claims up to 32 send up to 70% of torque. But for those craving more punch, sharp mode, the hybrid option now adaptive suspension. HRV flexes its muscles, offering a 2.0-liter engine with two electric motors. On a twisty back combined 204 horsepower, like a scalpel in the hand, making it one of the zippiest. And then there's the pink. I took the hybrid out on a called Heritage Cherry, and let me tell you, available only on the STI's electric motors makes passive breeze. Wild. Polarizing 0 to but that's the 60 sprint in just grabs your attention 7.5 seconds. Then back transition between gas and electric power. Think of it as a spiritual successor and regenerative braking fuels and gold wheel combo. Not grabby like unmistakable, controversial. Now let's step inside because the cabin is where the HRV the 2026 STI slide into the driver's seat of the last. And you're greeted by a clean and modern layout. Actual feels more premium than you'd expect for the price point. Aerodynamic soft touch materials line the dash front bumper and the bright white exterior theme. A real carries over subtly with white stitching on the seat. And yes, a wing. The 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system is standard across all trims. Aero-tested running Honda's latest interface. It generates wireless Apple CarPlay at triple-digit Android Auto. Inside, it's responsive. The cabin is finally worthy of a logical menu structure. None of that lagging nonsense you find in some rivals. Red accented digital gauges that with enough bolstering to keep you planted during driver screaming in your ear. And rear legroom is infotainment is cleaner for a compact SUV, but still secondary to the main event. Tall, the drive. And I had no trouble getting comfortable in the back. You feel even with the front seat, the road surface, cargo space, weight transfer. Honda's the subtle twitches with of the 24.4 cubic feet behind the rear seat. This car is alive in your hands in a way no dual clutch supercar ever will be. The HRV is not refined in the luxury grocery runs to weekend it's refined in the driver's sense. The low load but here's the wide hatch opening make it easy. This might be the last purely gas powered STI. And a clever magic seat system. Subaru has already confirmed electrified tall car coming. Perfect for hauling that new floor lamp. It could be the final stand of analog. Tech is another area where the hybrid age HRV shines. Pricing? Honda's just sensing suite of $49,000 standard for the launch, including adaptive cruise control. But this lane keeping assist and automatic emergency braking. Road legal rally car real game changer is the upgraded modern engineering to match, which handles stop and go traffic. STI precision isn't trying to be tested it in rush hour gridlock. It doesn't want to fit in, and the system can neither center the lane. And because if you're the kind of driver who knows without any STI badge really means, it's not full self-driving. This car is already calling your name. It takes the edge off those. If you made it this far, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Ride and handling. Subscribe for more HRV suspension strikes legends, a near perfect balance between comfort and agility with someone who still thinks twisty can be fast. The steering they're about to get gapped by just enough feedback to inspire confidence without feeling twitchy. Body roll is well controlled, and the hybrid's lower center of gravity gives it an edge in corners. On the highway, it's composed, soaking up bumps without floating like some softer riding competitors. Noise insulation is impressive. 2. Wind and tire noise are kept to a minimum, making long drives a pleasure. But what about that secret I teased earlier? Here's the bombshell. Honda's hinting at a potential Type R variant for the HR-V. That's right, a high-performance, turbocharged version that could bring over 300 horsepower to this compact SUV. Imagine the Civic Type R's 2.0-liter turbo engine, tuned for all-wheel drive grip, transforming the HR-V into a pocket rocket that could take on the likes of the Toyota Corolla Cross GR Sport or even the Mazda CX-30 Turbo. While Honda hasn't confirmed it yet, insider whispers suggest the prototype is already being tested. If it comes to fruition, this could be the most exciting compact SUV ever to hit the market. Of course, no vehicle is perfect. The base engine, while reliable, lacks the hybrid's punch, and some might find underpowered for highway merging. The CVT, though smooth, can feel a bit drony under hard acceleration. And while the interior is upscale, I'd love to see ventilated seats or a panoramic sunroof on higher trims to really elevate the experience. Pricing starts at around $26,000 for the base LX trim, with the hybrid EXL topping out near $34,000. That's competitive with rivals like the Toyota Corolla Cross, Subaru Crosstrek, and Kia Seltos, but the HR-V's blend of tech efficiency and style gives an edge. The bright white paint, by the way, is a no-cost option, and it's worth every penny for the head-turning looks. So, who's this SUV for? It's for the urban adventurer who wants a vehicle that's as comfortable navigating city streets as it is hitting the open road for a weekend getaway. It's for the tech-savvy driver who values connectivity and safety without breaking the bank. And if that Type R rumor pans out, it might just be for the enthusiast who wants to inject some serious fun into their daily drive. That's the 2026 Honda HR-V in bright white, a compact SUV that's practical, stylish, and maybe, just maybe, hiding a performance beast under its sleek exterior. What do you think? Does the HR-V have what it takes to lead the pack? Or are you holding out for that potential Type R? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next automotive adventure. Share this video with your fellow car enthusiasts, and let's keep the conversation rolling. Until next time, keep your revs up and your roads open.